Good day. Welcome to News Now on TV360. I'm Thelma Okoro. No fewer than 6 people were killed after 4 female suicide bombers set off explosives in Maiduguri, northeast Nigeria. The incident occurred in a residential area. A spokesman for NEMA confirmed the attack. Over 16 people were also injured in the blast. The girls, who were teenagers, had knocked on the door of a house and then detonated their devices. The focus on individual homes is a new tactic now employed by Islamic sect Boko Haram. The Nigerian Senate has yet again rejected the nomination of Ibrahim Magu as chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. Magu was rejected after the senators voted against his confirmation. His rejection comes after the Department of State Services (DSS) sent another indicting report against Magu to the Nigerian Senate. The DSS report states that Magu had failed the integrity test and that he would be a liability to the administration's anti-corruption crusade. This will be the second time Magu's appointment will be rejected by the Nigerian Senate. The Nigerian Senate has mandated the Comptroller General of the Nigerian Customs Service to appear before it on Thursday or risk being arrested. Hamid Ali had been invited to appear before the Senate on Wednesday to explain the new policy on vehicles without duty payment. However, he failed to show up to brief the lawmakers, leaving them furious. Now the lawmakers have compelled him to be summoned in line with Section 89 of the Nigerian Constitution, which refers to issuing an arrest warrant to compel an individual to appear before the Senate. He is now expected to appear before the Senate on Thursday in uniform, as requested by them. Meanwhile, the Customs Service has suspended its policy on vehicles without duty payment, as directed by the Nigerian Senate. The Standards Organization of Nigeria has exposed an importer for changing the expiry dates on products and putting new dates on them to mislead buyers. The importer, based in Apapa, Lagos State, southwest Nigeria, is a major dealer in popular cosmetics and home products. The importer had converted 2 4-story presidential buildings into storage facilities for the sake of the fake products. Among the items uncovered are beauty products, deodorants, perfumes, and assorted bottles of wine. The Standards Organization of Nigeria says some of the cosmetics revealed varying expiry dates, some dating as far back as 2004, while some had expired in 2013 and others in 2016.
It has expiry date December 2018. There is nothing inside it. What is going inside? So if you pick an expired one and put inside this package is telling you that it is okay. Meanwhile, it is an expired product. And who knows whether that's not what they are doing for all the products here. They will now bring them out and put them into fresh packaging. This is just an example. You can see this. It now said it was manufactured in January 2015 to expire in December 2018. So if you buy this product, you think you are buying something without knowing you are just buying a cloned product. A cloned product, a product that is not original, a product that is adulterated, because what we are having here, when a product has lost its active ingredients, it means that that product has lost its efficacy. It can no more be used for the purpose for which the products are imported. And so what you are supposed to do is to remove them out of circulation. You destroy them. Contact the relevant agencies of government to destroy the products in line with international best practices. With that, you have the confidence that what you are giving to the manufacturer, the consumer, is as genuine as we imported them. What we have seen here is a dubious warehouse, a dubious hideout where people are churning out products to market.
President Muhammad Buhari on Wednesday presided over the Federal Executive Council meeting at the Presidential Villa in Abuja. This will be the first time the president will be having the meeting with the executive members since his medical leave on January 19th. President Buhari had been away for 49 days following a medical vacation in London. The Inter-Party Advisory Council has given a nod to the recently released dates for the 2019 elections. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) had announced February 16, 2019 as a date for the presidential election, while the Governorship, State Assembly and all the elections will hold on Saturday, March 2nd, 2019. Now, after a meeting between INEC and all 40 political parties in the country, the Deputy National Chairman of IPAC spoke on some resolutions reached in connection with the dates chosen for the election.
Arising from these deliberations, the meeting resolved as follows. Number one, to support the new initiative of fixing of the 2019 general election dates and all subsequent elections on the third Saturday of the month of February of each election year for presidential and National Assembly elections, and 2 weeks later for governorship and state assembly elections. These will engender sanctity in our election calendar and allow for proper planning by all stakeholders. IPAC is the only recognized umbrella of political parties in Nigeria, and we all met today. We look at the rationale behind fixing that date, and we agree with the INEC chairman and the commission that the right thing to do. So we accepted that.
The Oni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Ogunwusi, has set up a reconciliation committee to determine the cause of the recent communal clash in Ile-Ife, Osun State. President of the Ife Progressive Forum said the committee is also expected to come up with ideas to prevent a future recurrence of such mayhem. The clash, which occurred last week, left about 7 people dead with scores of others injured and properties worth millions of naira destroyed. Now, a government official is speaking up on the tribal clash in Ile-Ife between the Yorubas and Hausas in that region. An aide to Governor Ralph Aregbesola, Remi Omowaye, says calm has now returned to the Ile-Ife town in Osun State. He also spoke on appointments in the current administration, among other issues.
We had issues last week, and we were so proactive in curbing an issue, and we got massive support from the Oba, the Oni of Ife, Israel Majesty, Oba Eniton Ogunwusi Ojaya II of Ile-Ife. So I can tell you everything is cool and calm now. Although there's this fear that anything might happen and all that, but we're also trying to ensure that we mediate within the Hausa communities and the Yoruba community. We also got some northern leaders involved so that all those involved, all those that perpetrated the crisis will be brought to book. From our own side, Mr. Governor has mandated the security operative to fetch out those that caused the crisis. And I have it on the good record that some of them had been arrested. And as a government that is responsible, we are going to prosecute them. Well, as a government, we promise our people good governance. We had a lot of electoral promises, and I think that is paramount. That is key, yeah. And in the last 2 years, we have been able to achieve a lot without the cabinet. We have been able to fulfill a lot of our electoral promises without the cabinet. As I speak to you, we've done over 70 new schools, mega schools. We've renovated over 40. We've done over 1,000 kilometers of schools. We've done over 1,000 kilometers of roads. There are a lot of scheme projects that we are doing that has made us an outstanding state. Appointing a commissioner is not an issue. Appointing commissioners now would require additional expenses, and because we are struggling to pay salary, we are struggling to meet the demands of our electorate. So we think we needed to prioritize that. So our emphasis, our concentration now is how do we meet the demands of our electorate at the appropriate time when we feel that financial situation, as economic situation has improved, we are going to constitute our cabinet.
Still on our top stories now, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has uncovered 49 million naira hidden in 5 sacks at the Kaduna International Airport. The bags were said to contain fresh, crispy naira notes. According to the anti-graft agency, the discovery was made following a tip-off. The EFCC added that investigations are now ongoing to find out just how the money got to the airport. At least 80 people have died in a cholera outbreak recorded in Zamfara state in the last 1 month. Speaking with reporters, the Commissioner for Health in the state, Suleiman Gumi, said the disease had spread to 10 out of the 14 local government areas of the state. He said that 500 people were currently receiving treatment at various health facilities in the state. No fewer than 16,000 passengers were transported through the Kaduna International Airport between March 8 and March 12. The Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria (FAN) said the figure was recorded within the first 5 days of its replacing the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport. Flight operations, both domestic and international, shifted to the Kaduna International Airport following the closure of the Abuja airport for runway repairs that would last 6 weeks. Ethiopian Airlines is currently the only international airline offering to fly to Kaduna State. National Chairman of the United Democratic Party, Godson Okoye, has expressed serious reservations on the recent dates released by INEC for the 2019 elections. He says the electoral body failed to consult properly before announcing the dates. The chairman was speaking on the sidelines of a quarterly consultative meeting between INEC and political parties in Abuja. Godson Okoye says electoral laws require INEC to consult with political parties before making a public announcement on election dates.
Political parties are supposed to be consulted, both in Nigeria and other climes, before dates of elections are fixed. And as a matter of fact, that used to be the tradition. The former INEC chairman consulted with political parties at different times when there is need to consult them on the date of election. So we are pleasantly surprised to read in the media that a date for election that will take place in 2 years has been fixed. Well, I think if that is true, and if it is the official position of INEC, the position of United Democratic Party is that is marks of disrespect to political parties for a body that is organizing an election not to consult political parties, who are the people that will field candidates. There is no provision for independent candidates for now in Nigeria. Therefore, it is the political parties that will field the candidates that will discuss with, the modalities and their readiness, their state of preparedness. But having not done that, we're here to discuss. Like he's always said, it's better to judge than to war.
Hello? Yeah, I found your wallet in front of a supermarket. Meet me at Apple Junction. Yes, I'll be waiting for you.
Now we find out. Two of us.
Thank you very much, officer. You know, it's surprising that men like you still exist in the police force.
Yes, so...
Oh, yes.
This is just a token of my appreciation.
Oh, no. You don't need to do this. We're only doing our job.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
You're welcome.
Now I know police is really my friend.
Yes.
Friend. Hey. Which came up with this one? I don't understand.
You know your problem. You are greedy. I'm a policeman who is doing his job. All forms of corruption in the force. Not in my country.
Corruption not in my country.
Thanks for staying with us. It's now time for business news with Fidelia.
The Manufacturers Association of Nigeria says the three-day Nigerian Manufacturing and Equipment Expo would boost activities in the value chain sector and improve access of small businesses to new markets. MAN President Frank Jacobs said the expo is targeted at small and medium enterprises to equip them with information on new processes, on ways of boosting their production output, reducing cost, improving product quality and manufacturing for new markets.
Well, I think what we're trying to do is to create the environment that will make it easier for our manufacturers to source the right machinery and equipment so that they can improve their production capacity, they can improve the quality of their products. And so essentially that's what we're trying to do in this during these 3 days. We're going to make it possible for our members to see what is available all over the world and how they can utilize those items to improve their production efficiency and capability. When I went to the stand of Raw Materials Research and Development Council a few minutes ago, I was very impressed with the array of raw materials that are available, both those that are semi-finished raw materials and those that are crude raw materials. I think we have a lot of opportunity. That is why we've been insisting that we should continue with resource-based industrialization, where our industry should be based on available raw materials in the country. And from what we saw today and what we're seeing today, there's hope for this country. We can truly develop our own local industrialization rather than depending on imported raw materials.
The benefit is immense. What we are doing is bringing to Nigeria opportunities for Nigerian manufacturers. Instead of junketing all over the world, jumping from one country to the other looking for equipment to modernize their factories or to improve their production, what we are doing is bringing all this to them in one place where they could actually look, feel, and see. You can see some of the exhibitors actually have the equipment right here on the ground that people can see, not just catalogs. So what we are providing is an opportunity for them to see the opportunities available. Apart from where they are now, modernizing their factory in the production they are into now, there's also opportunity of integration or going or diversifying into other areas, and you look at machines that are available for you to do that. So what this is doing is that it's saving manufacturers hard and forex, because they don't need to travel abroad to see these things. They can make the connections here and get whatever they want from here. So it's really of immense benefit to them. And we hope that with this modernization, it will improve capacity, it will improve production, and of course create jobs for people on the street.
Nigeria has recorded a reduction in its inflation rate for the first time in 15 months. This is according to a report released by Nigeria's Bureau of Statistics. The inflation rate fell from 17% to 18% recorded in January. However, a separate food index showed inflation at 18.53% from 17.82% recorded in January. There were also increases in housing, water, electricity, gas, and other fuel, education, food, and alcoholic beverages, as well as clothing and transportation services. Oil prices rebounded from 3 months low on Wednesday after industry data showed a surprise drawdown in U.S. crude stockpiles. Brent futures were up 71 cents to trade at $50 a barrel, while U.S. crude added 81 cents to trade at $48.53 a barrel. OPEC's monthly report stated that oil stocks in industrialized nations rose in January to 278 million barrels, above the 5-year average, with U.S. shale and other non-OPEC supply gaining on the market. Well, that's all on business. More stories coming up. Don't go away.
Corruption not in my country.
How work?
Correct, Oga.
What is it that you are doing?
Oga, they command the part now. Make we go sell for.
Oga, na correct kuza be this o. Oga Titus and him boys them. They do am.
They will commot the original parts, sell them, make plenty kusa.
No wonder our customers bring the generator back to our workshop because they bad. And not because of stuff.
Now because they overuse the generator. Plus say NEPA no they give them electricity.
Before I open my eye, Makachuku look at my talk in the heaven. Replace this original generator parts back inside this generator of my customer. In short, before una do am, front jump. One, front jump. 1, 2, 1. Stealing of generator parts or changing of original parts to a fake one. That is the corruption. Not in my country.
Corruption not in my country.
Welcome back. Gunmen from South Sudan have killed 28 people and kidnapped 43 children in neighboring Ethiopia. The raids on Sunday and Monday occurred in Gog and Jaw areas, which border South Sudan's Boma region. Oil-rich South Sudan has been mired in a civil war since President Salva Kiir fired his deputy, Riek Machar, in December 2013. The resulting conflict has split the country along largely ethnic lines and forced more than 3 million people to flee their homes. The death toll in Ethiopia garbage collapse has surged to 82. Authorities say recovery operations are still underway as more bodies have been retrieved from under the debris of the rubbish dump, nearly 3 days after the landslide destroyed makeshift houses over the weekend. The Ethiopian parliament has declared 3 days of national mourning for the victims. Moving on to sports stories now, Nigeria's Sports Minister Solomon Dalong has directed President of the Nigerian Football Federation, Amaju Pinnick, to vote for Issa Hayatou in Thursday's CAF presidential election. Dalong, in his directive, says it's important Nigeria supports Hayatou's bid owing to Cameroon's continuous support of Nigeria's war against Boko Haram. He had previously advised Pinnick to vote for any candidate who he feels will serve Nigeria better, but has now taken sides with Issa Hayatou, a Cameroonian. Pinnick is a strong supporter of Hayatou's challenger, Ahmad Ahmad, but now he faces a tough call on who to vote for in the election. TV360 spoke to a sports analyst who says Pinnick may have no other choice than to follow the government's directive.
If push comes to a shove, and then the minister says this is the directive from the federal government of Nigeria, I think Pinnick has no choice than to toe the line. But then they said it is going to be a secret ballot, even if we know that after then the voting pattern will be revealed. But if it remains secret, because as it is now, it is the voice of Esau, the voice of Jacob and the hand of Esau. As Pinnick is not just affronting to go ahead to say, look, we want to bring in Ahmad. Pinnick is on the card of Infantino. Infantino is the FIFA president. Infantino wants to decide who should be the CAF president, something he cannot do in Europe. In 1976, Murtala Mohammed of Great Britain said, Africa has come of age. And, we have gone beyond where people can ask us what to do or what not to do. I am surprised that 39 years later, in 2017, Infantino can come to Africa and tell us who we should vote for as FIFA president, and we are kowtowing. Whether Hayatou is okay, whether Ahmad is okay, should be our choice. It shouldn't be the choice of the FIFA president. So, if Pinnick decides to say, I am going my way against what the federal government is saying, we'll see how it is going to play out. But we expect that if there is a written directive to that effect, he has no choice than to support who the government says he should support.
Zambia's President Edgar Lungu says his country will bid to host the 2025 African Cup of Nations. President Lungu met with Confederation of African Football President Issa Hayatou on Monday and made the declaration that Zambia would bid for the African Cup of Nations in 8 years' time. The announcement comes after Zambia successfully stayed the Under-20 Nations Cup, which they also won on Sunday. Leicester City is through to the next round of the Champions League after beating Sevilla 2-0 in the return leg of the competition. The Premier League champions would likely play against Real Madrid, Dortmund, Barcelona and Bayern Munich in the quarterfinals. The Foxes took the lead with goals from Wes Morgan and Mark Albrighton to turn a first leg deficit around to progress 3-2 on aggregate. Well, that's it on News Now. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Thelma Okoro.